Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Kelly. I am so happy to have you here. For today's video, we are going to be doing the beginning of the year book tag. My favorite booktuber, Larry Reads, created this tag, so all of the credits go to her. I will have her channel linked down below. If you are not subscribed to her, you're gonna have to click off this video and then go subscribe and then come back and watch this video. She's my favorite. I love her videos so much. She is hilarious and she's just the sweetest ever. So I definitely recommend that you go subscribe to her right now because her channel is amazing. But yeah, let's get into the tag. There are 18 questions. I have a screenshot of all of them on my phone. So if I'm looking at my phone, that is why. Also, if my hair looks the same from my last video, it's because it is. I'm filming a couple of videos today, so mind your business. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into the beginning of the year book tag. The first question is, how many books are you planning on reading in 2025? Now, for the past 2 years, my reading goal has been the same. It's been 100 books. In 2024, I read 114 books, and then in 2023, I read 106, I think, something like that. So my goal has been the same for a couple of years now, and I kind of wanted to spice things up a little, give myself a little bit more of a challenge. So I did change my reading goal. It is 125 books. Now, with that being said, one of my goals is to read quality books over quantity. So I'm not going to stress about hitting this goal. I just want to focus on loving the books that I'm reading, and if I'm not loving a book, to put it down. I just don't want to be reading just to hit a number. I want to be reading because I love to read. So with that being said, am I going to hit 125 books? Who knows? I guess you'll have to stay tuned. I don't know. I just want to throw myself a little bit of a challenge. If I hit it, great. If I don't hit it, that's also great. So that's my goal for the year, is 125. But it's not like a strict number. Even if I still read like 100 books, I'd still be proud of myself. So there's that. Question number 2, a book you're likely to reread this year. I have 2. One's a standalone and then one is a series. The standalone book is Beach Read by Emily Henry. I planned on doing a reread last year and that just didn't really happen. I'm going to be doing a reread of this very soon because I miss January and I miss Gus. And I reread Happy Place last year, and I've been trying to do like my Emily Henry book ranking, like from top to bottom. And I want to do this and then I can figure that out. This is either going to remain my favorite book by her or be tied with Funny Story. So I'm just really excited to do a reread of this book. This is one of the books that really got me into reading, so this book holds a special place in my heart. And then the second book that I want to reread is the Addicted Calloway Sisters series. I read this in 2023 and I have not stopped thinking about these characters since. They live rent-free in my head. And Lily and Lo, which are the main characters in the Addicted series, are my favorite couple literally ever. They are real to me. Don't try to convince me that they're not, because they're real. Anyways, will I finish the whole series of doing a reread this year? I don't really know, but I at least want to start it because I just miss them so much. These books just mean a lot to me, so I really want to reread this. Question number 3 is a priority read on your 2025 TBR. This is a standalone, like interconnected standalone series. The Legacy of Gods by Rena Kent. I wanted to read this last year. I put this on my 24 books to read in 2024, but there were some other Rena Kent books that I wanted to read first, and now I'm ready to dive into this. I've heard nothing but good things about this series, and I'm really excited to meet all these characters, and yeah, this is definitely a priority series for me in 2025. Number 4, an author you won't be reading more books from this year. This was a little bit hard for me, but I did pick 2. The first one is Carrie Maniscalco. I read Kingdom of the Wicked and I just didn't really love it. And I've tried to read the second book probably like 5 times, and I've probably gotten like 20 pages-ish into it, like a chapter or 2 in, and then I have just gotten bored and put it down. So I don't know if I'm going to finish this. It's just not for me, her writing. I don't really know what it is about this, but I'm just not really into it. And then another author that I'm probably not going to read in 2025 is Colleen Hoover. I have her Hopeless series down here that I haven't finished yet, which is Hopeful, or no. Hopeless is the first book, which I read a while ago. And then there's the second book, which is Losing Hope. And then you have like 2 novellas, Finding Cinderella. And then you have All Your Perfects and Finding Perfect, which is a novella. I don't know, her books just aren't for me anymore, and that's perfectly okay. So I don't know. I don't really know if I'm going to read any more books from her, but I do hold her pretty close to my heart because she is one of the authors that got me into reading, as well as Emily Henry. So I don't know. I don't want to get rid of these books, but I just don't think I'm going to read any more from her. So there's that. Number 5, something new you want to read, new genres or tropes. So there are 2 new genres that I really want to get into this year. The first is historical fiction. I really want to read The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. I also have, what's that other book by her that she wrote that I have? I can't think of the name. I wanted to read it in January. Will I get to it? I don't really know yet. I can't think of it. Oh, Firefly Lane by her. I have Firefly Lane and I have The Nightingale, and I've heard nothing but great things about her books, and I've never read historical fiction, so I'm really intrigued and I really want to branch out and read books from her because I've heard the best things. So there's that. And then another genre that I want to read is more literary fiction. I don't really have any on my TBR right now, but if you have any recommendations, please let me know in the comments down below because I want to get more into literary fiction this year as well. So yeah, those are 2 tropes that new tropes to me that I want to read in 2025, or genres, sorry. I don't really have any new tropes that come to mind that I want to read in 2025, so I don't really have an answer for that one. Number 6, a popular book you want to read. I have 2. This one I feel like is more popular on TikTok, and this is the Hollow Boys series by Monty J. This is book 1, The Lies We Steal. I've heard amazing things about this author, so I'm really excited. And then the second one is I want to read more Mariana Zapata, and this book people have said is her best work. This is Wait For It, and I really want to read this. So those are 2 popular-ish books that I want to read. Number 7, most anticipated 2025 book release. Now I have a couple. I'm going to pick 2. So my first one is Emily Henry's new book. I think it's called A Great Big Beautiful Life. I'm so excited for another Emily Henry book. I feel like whenever Emily Henry comes out with a new book, it literally feels like Christmas. So I cannot wait for that book to come out. And then another book that I'm so excited for is Fearless, which is the last book in the Powerless series. I didn't really like Reckless, which was the second book. It kind of felt like a filler book to me, but I'm so excited for Fearless. So yeah, those are 2 that I'm really excited for. And then number 8, a bookish goal for 2025. So like I told you guys before, I want to read quality over quantity. Another bookish goal is I want to DNF more books. Like if I'm not liking a book, I want to put it down. I want to be reading books that I'm loving, and if I'm not liking it, I want to put it down. Sometimes I feel bad doing that, especially if it's a book that I bought with my own money. I'm like, well, I already bought it, you know what I mean? Like I might as well just finish it. But then I feel like it's going to put me into a slump if I'm reading a book and I'm not loving it. So trying to DNF more books that I'm not into in 2025. A book that's been on your TBR you probably won't ever read. I'm going to be real with you guys. Forever Never by Lucy Score. I just don't ever feel like picking this book up, and after I read By a Thread by her and I didn't really like it, I just feel put off from reading this, and I haven't heard the best things, so I'm probably never gonna read this, to be honest. Maybe I will, but I don't think so. And it's so long. Like I don't understand why all her books are like 1,000,000 pages. Number 10, a series you want to read this year. I really want to read the Book of Azrael series. I think it's like a trilogy. I have the book up there. I just forgot to grab it. Oh, it's actually up here. Here we go. The Book of Azrael. I think there's 3 books out right now, and I think there's a 4th one coming out this year. And I've heard the best things, so I'm really excited to read this. I also didn't see this question before. I would have mentioned the Legacy of God series or the Hollow Boys, but we mentioned that earlier, so it's too late for that. Number 11, your auto by authors going into 2025. So obviously we have Emily Henry, Miss Ali Hazelwood, which I could have mentioned her new book for anticipated releases because I'm super excited for that one. And then Abby Jimenez is another auto by author for me. Those are my top 3. Abby Jimenez, Ali Hazelwood, and Emily Henry. And then if I had to add another one, it would be Elsie Silver. So those are some of my auto by authors. Number 12, a book to show adaptation you're excited about this year. Now, I am mentioning this one. I know we're going into the 3rd season, but I'm still mentioning it because I cannot freaking wait, you guys. The moment is here. We are about to be getting the 3rd season of The Summer I Turned Pretty. If you know what goes down in season 3. I cannot wait to turn on my TV and have Conrad back on my screen. Like, I cannot wait for it. I'm so freaking excited for that. And then obviously we have the 2nd part of Wicked, which is coming out at the end of the year. So I'm really excited for that as well. Number 13, a sequel you're anticipating. I was having a hard time thinking of a sequel that I'm really looking forward to. Can I mention Fearless again by Lauren Roberts? Can I mention that one, or does that count as cheating? Because I can't really think of anything else. If I wanted to cheat a little bit, could I pick one that's like in an interconnected standalone series? Because if I had to pick that, I could pick Rewind It Back by Liz Tomford, which is going to be the last book in the Windy City series. I'm picking those. I don't know if that qualifies as cheating, but I'm doing it anyways. Number 14, bookish things you're leaving in 2024. People saying that audiobooks isn't reading. Leaving it. Leaving it, leaving it, leaving it. Something that I do that I really want to leave behind is when I'm picking up a book that I own physically and then I pick it up on Kindle because it's on Kindle Unlimited, I really want to stop doing that. Because I'm buying the books, I might as well read them physically. And then, like, obviously, like, if I didn't have the book and it's on Kindle Unlimited, I could read it on my Kindle. But I need to stop reading all my books on KU because I'm missing the feeling of reading physical books. There's nothing like holding a physical book and reading it, in my opinion. So that is something that I need to focus on more in 2025. Number 15, what to expect from this account. I really want to do more reading vlogs, and I struggle with it a lot because I feel like I read more at night when it's like dark, and I've told you guys this so many times, but the lighting in my room really sucks. So I need to get a lamp of some kind, but I really want to make more reading vlogs this year because I don't really do much of them and I love watching them. So I really want to do that as well. I want to post more on here, more than just my wrap up and then like my TBR. I want to post more content on here. So hopefully in 2025 I can get into the groove of filming and posting and everything like that. Number 16, how has your reading a taste evolved from last year? I honestly don't really know if it has, to be completely honest with you. I feel like I'm reading the same books that I have. The only thing is I feel like I'm getting more into fantasy than I used to be. Like, I used to just read more just romance, and I'm also really into dark romance. Like right now I'm reading the Edge of Darkness trilogy by Lee Rivers and I'm eating it up. I'm having the best time. So I don't really know. I feel like my reading taste is kind of the same. Number 17, booktube creators who inspire you. I have so many. Let me just go onto my YouTube and we can just list some of them off. Obviously, Larry Reads. I love her so much. And then we have Sarah Caroli. Her reading vlogs are perfect, like literally perfect. She's so freaking creative with her videos and I love it. And also Destiny Sidwell, I love her videos as well. Rachel Catherine is the cutest human being ever. I adore her. And then Emily, I don't know how to say her last name, Rosem. She is a huge romantasy reader and I really love her reading vlogs. I mean, I could list so many more. Also, one that I follow on TikTok who just recently created a booktube, her name is Mariana Moore. I really love her as well. So yeah, those are just a couple of booktube creators that I just adore so much. Number 18, this is the last question. Something you want to say to anyone wanting to start a bookish account. So I would say don't be afraid to do it. Like, I feel like when everyone wants to start a channel and they're like, well, I'm afraid like if so-and-so sees this, like who cares? You know what I mean? You should do it because you want to do it. You know what I mean? And don't feel like any kind of pressure. Like, post the videos that you want to post and not like the popular videos, if that makes sense. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people just post videos because it's trending, you know what I mean? So, and you don't need a fancy camera to start. Like, if you have an iPhone, I honestly think that you could just use that to film your videos. I don't think you need a really expensive camera. So, just do it. Don't be afraid. Everyone starts from somewhere and, you know, don't be afraid. I'm terrible at giving advice. Me just saying don't be scared. If it's something that you really want to do and, you know, you have a phone, start filming your first video right now because you won't regret it. I feel like if I didn't make this channel, I wouldn't have got into reading. So, I don't know. It's been a journey. I've been on here for a while now, so there's that. Now I'm just rambling. I don't know if that made any sense. I don't give out the best advice. I apologize. But yeah, just do it. You won't regret it. It's great over here. All right, that is it. I'm going to shut up now and go. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you did, give it a huge thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below if you want to answer any of these questions. Again, all the credit goes to Larry. I love her. So I'm gonna go. I love you all so much. And I'll see you really soon. Bye, guys.